man, that was wild. The results don't even matter when you're in the ring facing legends and matches you never thought possible. A win, a loss, come on. It's about the moment here, and what a moment that was. Now that I got my ECW experience taken care of, I have my sights set on a man that many consider my dream opponent. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Despite our glaring differences, there's a lot of similarities between us. Give us a microphone and watch us captivate the audience.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
We do not back down from anybody, always ready to fight. Talking trash on an Attitude Era Raw against a prime Rattlesnake simply wasn't in the cards for my career, but at least with slingshot technology, I can make this match happen. All the respect in the world to Steve and every single achievement in his career, but trust that I'm going to bring the fight to him in a no-holds-barred match the second the bell rings. Austin wants to brawl all over the place? He wants weapons? Sounds good to me. Hell, I'm all for it after that fight with Cactus Jack. I've even got a special place in mind. A special arena in Chicago where we can have this all take place. Are you going to back me up and try to take down Stone Cold? Or do you think Steve Austin has my number? No matter what you choose, I'm going to do my best to take the head off the snake.
Son, you're looking at the best there is.
Try his hand at clobbering a rattlesnake.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds,
CM Punk has been in many epic battles, fought some of the all-time greats, but he's never faced a challenge like the Texas Rattlesnake.
But that's exactly what Punk came here for. He's not looking for a night off. Punk wants to test himself against a man who he thinks is one of the best to ever put on a pair of boots. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, but we'll see how Punk feels when those boots are stomping a mud hole in his chest.
CM Punk looks ready for this. I might even go so far as to say excited.
Well, it's not every day you get to tangle with a legend. Punk's dreamed of this chance to stare down Steve Austin. Texas Rattlesnake is here, looking to hunt down CM Punk.
from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Steve Austin looks ready for a fight.
And he looks even more ready to teach CM Punk a lesson.
CM Punk wanted this. He wanted his shot against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Well, you get what you ask for, Punk. A tall, cold can of whoop ass is about to be opened up in that ring. Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who is the toughest SOB of them all. Yeah, a lot of common ground between these two. Surely a lot of mutual respect and admiration, but Austin and Punk couldn't help but ask themselves, who's the better man? Bell to bell.
And now we get the privilege of watching them work out the answer here in the ring in what promises to be a chaotic, no-holds-barred match.
Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold?
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might want to stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround.
This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
Setting up that table, no doubt he has dangerous, painful intentions in mind here.
Oh my God! Come on! This has gone way too far. Just stop this already.
Oh, man.
When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no denying that he knows how to brawl, how to fight with attitude. If Punk can a flurry of ferocious attacks here, and there is no respite whatsoever, because incoming, massive down through the table, taking the brutal route and annihilating his opponent and the table.
All right, he's got to refocus up now.
Set up in the corner. What is coming next?
Oh, a clothesline after the knee to the face. Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the others' contemporaries. You're first up top.
Whoa, look out.
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home. CM Punk hoists his opponent. Go to sleep. Is there any air left in Austin?
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
CM Punk somehow managing to exceed Stone Cold's intensity.
Boom.
When Austin got facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depths we've seen Punk sink to in order to secure a win, but I do not doubt the words of the Rattlesnake. When you're in the ring against Austin, you have to be at your best, and CM Punk will certainly need to compete at his highest level to date in order to secure it.
CM Punk from the top rope.
CM Punk connects with the elbow drop. The Rattlesnake getting defanged by CM Punk right here.
Stone Cold in some serious trouble.
Punk has Austin right where he wants him and is not letting up.
Oh my God, a pile driver.
He's got him caught.
Pile driver. Spiked him. Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the Rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-holds-barred match. You think a man with an extensive MMA background like Punk doesn't know a few illegal moves that are normally grounds for disqualification? Well, tonight he's got them in his back pocket to snare an unsuspecting rattlesnake.
And CM Punk is in control.
Punk laying in. Austin with a chain of hits. He's in a bad place. This is where it could all end for him.
My God! Did you hear that chair shot?
He's waiting for him to rise to deliver something devastating. Oh!
Impressive awareness from him.
When asked about the locker room with Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need 1 or 2 moves to beat him. As to the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all that aside, the rattlesnake is veering into overconfidence with a comment like that. Could a legend like Austin beat most competitors handily? Yes, but to think he's also an echelon above...
From the top rope!
Diving elbow! Driving the elbow. And Stone Cold can't find a way off the blocks. No.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Go to sleep. Will that sew this up for Punk?
Steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way.
I expected this match to be hellacious, but Punk and Austin are truly outdoing themselves.
Yeah, this is a level of intensity we do not often get to see.
Placed him in the corner here.
An opponent like a sack of cement dropped with a clothesline.
Inside cradle applied, shoulders down.
Why on earth would he give up the pin?
He's got bad intentions.
Knee to the jaw, opponent groggy and the clothesline.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Punk is proving hard to deal with. There's press, and now raining down multiple blows on his opponent.
Stone Cold showing Punk just how mean he can be.
And now Austin backs into the ring.
Austin going big. Stop! That could be Punk's demise.
Looking for the pin. What? You've got to be kidding me.
I don't believe it. Incredible resilience on display.
Anger is starting to show in the face of Austin. I think the rattlesnake will do anything to close this out. Face first. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
These two Hellraisers are blowing the roof off this place.
And the WWE Universe is loving every second of it. Punk and Austin showing no signs of slowing. Managing to evade a precarious position there. CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights. Go to sleep. Hold it out one more time. That has to do it.
Right in the elbow, nailed it. He's looking to go high risk from the top rope.
Perched up top.
You gotta be kidding me!
However much you think that hurt, I promise you it was way worse.
Flying ringside with pinpoint accuracy. Oh no, why are they clearing off our announce table?
Well, I've got a feeling we're about to find out very soon. Oh, sent hard into our announce tape, getting his opponent on their feet on top of the announce desk. What in the world are we about to witness? Great job refocusing to reverse that.
Ooh, using the table to cause some...
And however this turns out, it may be ugly.
And a vicious suplex to the floor. Looks like he's coming back in. Taking to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count. And he turned it around.
And he chooses to leave the...
All up here. Kicks out after one.
And clearly, truly taking the concept of fight forever to heart.
Stepping out of the ring here. I don't know what they're looking for here.
Grabbing the hockey stick. He knows great moments are born from great opportunities. Wow, swinging that big stick.
Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
Scooped up for a slam.
Things now not going well for CM Punk.
Austin is just stomping Punk down without any hesitation. Luda's press and now nailing his opponent with multiple punches.
He covers. Is this it?
Could be.
He breaks the ref's count after one.
You've got to be kidding me.
Shoulders down. CM Punk might have him.
He knows the goal is to win the match, right?
Yeah, what's he doing?
Stunner! That was the best one I've ever seen. Stealing a page straight from his opponent's playbook there.
It's all over. CM Punk has beaten Steve Austin.
Here is your winner,
CM Punk, the best in the world, has stopped the Texas Rattlesnake. But Austin did not go quietly. This was a no-holds-barred battle to remember. An iconic throwdown between two unruly troublemakers.
And we loved every second of it. Congratulations to CM Punk.
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fancy fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he'd capture European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships in short order. Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE using his Latino heat to do the unthinkable. Capture the WWE Championship.
Eddie to the top rope. Frog splash! Frog splash!
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, I'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you choose and no matter what happens in the ring, we're still cool. And Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed. Viva la raza, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this ovation for the Second City Saint.
CM Punk just soaking it in, feeding off his hometown crowd.
Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds,
This is what Eddie knew he was walking into tonight. The loudest, most passionate ovation you may hear all year.
Yeah, Cole, but Eddie also knows you don't wrestle a crowd. Punk may be feeling invincible right now, but once that bell rings, it's just him and Eddie.
And when you face Eddie Guerrero, things get very real, very fast.
This is an emotional matchup for CM Punk, and you better believe Eddie knows that already. These two briefly crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of respect between the two of them right now, but once the bell rings, I expect that to all go out the window.
Viva la raza!
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero!
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him on pure fighting spirit. And once upon a time, when they met in the ring before WWE, Eddie had the experience. You have to wonder if Eddie can exploit that and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
You have to think that Eddie would love nothing more than to take the win from Punk here in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, Cole, but whenever CM Punk is in Chicago, he fights like a man absolutely possessed.
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, I expect the rules to be tested tonight.
Oh, we know Eddie will do that, and Punk has shown he'll adapt when necessary. But at the end of the night in Chicago, only one of them will stand tall.
Hoisted up high here.
Setting them up in the corner.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and in-ring knowledge that equals that of Latino Heat. So you better believe Punk is determined to prove he's the better competitor tonight. And backbreaker.
Fisherman suplex classic. Shoulders down, pinning predicament.
And he kicks out. He actually got pretty far there for such an early pin.
What's Punk got forthcoming?
Spiked on the crown.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation. And perched up top, knee drop.
Returning to the top rope again from above. Up high.
Cross body from the top. Taking a chance one more time in the cover here. Is it enough? Fending off a 2 count there.
He's not letting fatigue set in or get the better of him.
One step ahead there. Momentum going back to Punk's corner.
Maybe Punk's found a new source of aggression to battle back with.
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial encounters that Punk...
Take off! Cross body from the top!
And Punk is really putting the pressure.
Going big!
Suicide dive.
Like a heat-seeking missile, hit the target right on the mark.
Goes under the ropes and into the ring.
Watch out!
Suicide dive!
Making that type of athleticism look easy when it is anything but.
Oh, what a knee strike.
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry and win top titles in the biggest main events, well, that had to inspire Punk.
It definitely does, Wade. But don't think for a second that the respect Punk has for Eddie breaking those barriers will keep the best in the world from giving everything he has to defeat Latino Heat.
A perfect Falcon Arrow there.
And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Punk is not taking...
Perched up top. A diving knee drop. Caught with the elbow.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that he knows when to dig even deeper into... And a boot to the leg takes their opponent down, now twisting them up like a pretzel. Pin attempt!
A defiant kick out after one.
He may be down, but somehow he's definitely not out at this point.
And a series of vicious stomps.
Crushing the stomach with a stomp.
Here's the pin. Can Guerrero dig out of it?
And he's seemingly determined to inflict even more punishment on his opponent. He might be going too far here. Hopefully, it does not cost him the match.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
Here we go. Through the air. And connects.
You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense. But I can't say it didn't pay off.
Driven into the barricade. Timeout, timeout.
What a chicken. Gets lifted into position.
Wow. I'm getting dizzy just watching.
Latino Heat bringing a bit of a simmer to CM Punk as he starts to register some attacks.
And he gets set back into the ring.
Breaks the official's count by getting back into the ring.
Oh my God, to the spine. That'll make your legs go numb. Oh. Kick right to the midsection. And now he's going to the top rope.
From the top.
Knees up. Got the knees up just in time.
Taking him to the corner now. And then follows it up with the line.
Ooh, that's going to echo in your ear for a bit. And a drop kick. Picture perfect.
Oh yeah, from the top.
All the way to the outside. Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move. Turns that back on CM Punk. Three amigos.
Eddie's got Punk seeing more stars than on the Chicago flag after that one.
Punk scaling the turnbuckles. Back into the ring now. From the top. Crash landing.
Set up in the corner now.
He's going for the pin. And referee cuts off the count in one.
That's smart. Taking the one to catch your breath.
Two men giving everything they have. Their legacies, their pride, all on the line tonight.
Yeah, and neither Eddie or Punk look like they're willing to concede victory yet. Ugh, stomping down with all their weight.
Setting course to the top turnbuckle. Perched up top. Diving knee drop. Again? Look at the high frog splash. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Down with a GTS. That's gonna keep Guerrero down.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk. CM Punk is firmly in the driver's perched up top. Good Lord, taking flight. The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
Ducks out of harm's way.
Breathtaking head scissor takedown. As we've seen so often, it's hard to find answers against Eddie, and Punk now knows that too. A reversal, well scouted. And here he is, heading back into the ring. Going to the top rope. What's his plan? Taking flight through the air and connects. From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
Using that barricade with great effect.
That's that vintage.
Well, that should teach him to not celebrate before the match is even over. Now, opponent drop with a clothesline.
Boom, boom.
Wobbling back up, totally checked out at the moment.
Look at this suicide dive.
A huge risk, but an even bigger reward.
Taking a little tour of ringside, and I guess we're...
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and
He just decides to end the hold. Wonder what he's thinking here.
Back and forth. This has been an absolute showcase of fighting spirit.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go to sleep. Is it enough for...
Something of a cocky decision, him just stopping the pin like that.
CM Punk hoists his opponent.
The go to sleep. GTS from Punk.
And another looking to end this once and for all.
I don't know where Eddie found the energy to kick out after that. It had to be complete instinct. And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough. And that was a hell of a DDT there.
You know, I can barely hear myself think this crowd is looking to bring that house down tonight.
The energy in here is at another level. It is beyond electric.
CM Punk from the top rope. Oh, the high risk gave no reward there.
Uh-oh. Oh, my God, what a move. Eddie with a reversal. A complete stalemate of reversals here. Neither one giving an inch. Sheesh, a painful-looking shot. Got the cover. Is it enough to close this out? Punk did it here in Chicago.
Here is your winner,
This has to mean so much more for Punk than just a win. Defeating your idol is something few people ever get to experience.
Let alone in front of your hometown, on your native soil.
You can just tell Punk is being overwhelmed with emotion right now.
Slingshot tech creating matches I only thought could happen in my wildest dreams is pretty awesome. But I see another application that, to this point, has not been attempted. I want to see Slingshot tech show me what could have been, too. One of the questions I get more than anything else is some variant of, what do you think would have happened if you stayed with WWE in 2014? Now we have a perfectly viable tool to at least attempt an answer. Hopefully, Slingshot Tech is up to the task. While I may not know too much about what the future could have held, I do know that Triple H himself, after having sent his corporate goons after me following the Royal Rumble that year, was sizing me up for a matchup at WrestleMania 30. And I do know that if that match actually happened, I would have absolutely humiliated him in front of the world. Now, there's no question in my mind I'd have run right through him. I'd waited years for this chance. After all his tricks during the summer of 2011, bringing in his friends to attack me, using his corporate position to constantly stack the deck against me.
I'm not picking a fight. I'm just saying be careful who you push. Because you know I like to push back.
I was ready to bring it all back to him tenfold. I'd have buried him. But let's see if you can breathe life into my words. WrestleMania 30, CM Punk takes on Triple H. Time to play the game? Well, Hunter, I hope you realize that CM Punk doesn't play.
the COO, the next World Heavyweight Champion, the Cerebral Assassin, the most powerful man in WWE, Triple H is here.
From Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, the King, Triple H!
CM Punk wanted the game, and CM Punk's got the game. Let this be a lesson. Be careful what you wish for. Triple H is a 13-time world champion. He lives in the spotlight, and CM Punk may be Icarus flying too close to the sun with this challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, on paper, this should be a mismatch. Look at the names that Triple H has competed against at WrestleMania. The Rock and The Undertaker, Batista and Cena and Brock.
Oh, so are you saying that CM Punk has no chance against Triple H tonight? Because Punk's got a nice list of WrestleMania opponents himself.
Absolutely not. Like I said, on paper, it looks like a mismatch, but you can't judge heart and guts. Love him or hate him, CM Punk has heart and guts in spades. It's brought him this far, and you can bet he plans to have it to propel him straight to the main event of WrestleMania tonight.
Well, in this business, plans change, especially when they're up against those plans that are so expertly crafted by a mastermind, the likes of the Cerebral Assassin, Triple H.
CM Punk may be the voice of the voiceless, but the WWE Universe is making absolutely sure their voices are being heard pretty well right about now.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds,
A cult of personality, CM Punk, prepared for battle against the game, Triple H.
Not to sound like a broken record, but CM Punk has gotten what he wished for. And look at him. He's going to be overwhelmed here. The voice of the voiceless is going to be silenced by the King of Kings. And he'll have no one to blame but himself. What will he say to the voiceless then?
Well, CM Punk's never been at a loss for words, so I doubt he'd start now. The same goes for him being overwhelmed. Punk has always known this is where he belongs since the first time he laced up a pair of wrestling boots.
These are two men who are going to try to tear each other apart.
Tonight, Triple H is not the COO of the WWE. Tonight, he's an ass-kicking machine.
CM Punk, Triple H, set for one-on-one action tonight. Championship main event implications on the other side of this match.
Triple H looking to dash CM Punk's WrestleMania main event dreams, stating that he's only doing what's best for business. Triple H has served as a proper roadblock for Punk this long. Can he continue to do that here tonight? There's a lot to say about these men's thoughts about our business. Who is right or wrong could be a matter of opinion, but I'll admit, most of the WWE Universe certainly sides with CM Punk.
It's because they can relate to him, Wade. Look at Triple H's head. A guy that looks like CM Punk doesn't belong in the ring with someone that looks like the King of Kings.
But look at CM Punk's career. The accolades have shown Triple H to be wrong. CM Punk is WrestleMania main event caliber, and literally the only thing standing in the way of that reality is Triple H, the COO of the company.
What a counter! Time to go for... Punk never saw that coming. And guys, we spend a lot of time around these two men. They're ingrained in the locker room. They are two men other superstars seek advice from.
Going for the early cover. And Triple H powers out.
I think he's ready for more. He's still getting warmed up.
Both of these men considered master technicians in their own right. Triple H, of course, loves to play mind games. Loves to get the psychological advantage over his opponent.
Absolutely. So if Punk has any chance of defeating the game tonight, he's going to need to tune all of that out, which is easier said than done, especially when you're facing off against the man who signed your checks.
Pile driver. And CM Punk, with an incredible opportunity tonight, has been wrestling since the age...
Let me stop you there, Cole. What about the opportunity for Triple H? So much is made of what CM Punk can accomplish this evening, but Triple H can be challenging for his 14th championship by the end of the night.
Well, that's very true, Wade, but if I were speaking for the average WWE fan, that wouldn't be the story they want to see.
Suicide dive!
Throwing absolute caution to the wind there, and it paid off big time.
Climbing to the top. What's he have in store?
Blast off! Whoa!
Cross body!
No way!
Suicide dive!
Whatever it takes to win.
Putting it all on the line and coming up big.
Living dangerously to get the upper hand. Once this match was made official, CM Punk had no interest in fighting the COO of the WWE. He didn't want the guy in a suit and tie. He wanted the cerebral assassin.
Waking up the beast inside could have been the ruiner to CM Punk's WrestleMania main event dreams. Don't make any mistake, Triple H is still the guy nightmares are made of.
And here comes the game. Heavy right hands, sending his opponent off. Reversal. Triple H with a knee to the face.
Head and shoulders are down.
But is it enough?
Gets the shoulder up after one.
He clearly has no intention of staying down.
Ooh, and he manages to reverse.
And we have to look. Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And
Good work getting to the ropes. Which ends the submission. Trying on bar. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
stiff punch. Going for that scoop slam, but drop behind and now
Inverted DDT.
Veteran instincts from Triple H.
The seeds of this battle go back to CM Punk's frustrations with the company. Seeing head figures not listen to the people, not give the best in the world his due.
Yeah, Punk wasn't going to take it anymore. The brass never wanted a guy like... Flying possum! Shoulders down!
I guess he doesn't think he's done enough damage to put this one away yet.
Climbing to the top rope here.
Perched up top. Whoa, look out.
wiping out the competition, but also possibly yourself.
Oh, to the arm. Terrible.
Punk's got Triple H lined up, and we know exactly what's coming. Arm wringer applied into the top wrist lock. Full control now. Oof. But here comes the fire.
Oh, a rough landing right into the barricade.
Turning the tables. Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Oh, colliding with with a barricade. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
With this offensive onslaught, Punk clearly sending a message to Triple H.
Coming back from the outside now. CM Punk headed to the top.
From the top rope. You gotta be kidding me.
Fueled by emotion, doing whatever it takes to take out the competition.
Delivered into the barricade. Holy, meet the barricade.
And somehow Punk and Triple H still have enough left in the tank to keep this fight going.
They're two of the most stubborn men in the locker room. We're witnessing that firsthand right now.
Stomped into the ground.
Triple H getting dismantled here.
Yeah, Punk clearly hell-bent on putting the game out of commission.
Oh, gets blasted into the steel steps.
Got out of the way of that one. Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
Point of the elbow finds the mark. Some serious damage to the arm being inflicted here. And Punk gets countered there. Sliding back into the ring. Triple H feeling the energy.
Oh, perhaps he should have been paying more attention.
Caught the leg. Got him caught. Into a dragon scream changer. And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Punk. Cracked with a Mongolian chop.
Lands the elbow. Oh, she has bad intentions now. Removing the turnbuckle pad. Oof! Boom! And he's going to the top.
Airborne!
Through the air. And connects.
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one. The game getting picked apart here.
Triple H needs to dig deep like he's done so often before.
And now gets tossed into the ring.
Leaning him against the turnbuckle. CM Punk, opponent completely softened up here. What on earth is he cooking up from this position? Oh my! CM Punk! The plunge! Will that sew this up for Punk?
And quickly now, shoulders down for the win. Punk did it. Punk's going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
And with this win, CM Punk has punched his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. Later tonight, vying for the World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton and Batista.
Punk can celebrate now, but the worst is yet to come. Main eventing isn't the goal. Winning the main event is.
The best thing about defeating Triple H at WrestleMania 30 is the spot it granted me in its main event later that night, a full 11 years before I'd actually see that dream fulfilled. The worst part? I'd be entering battle at less than 100% against Randy Orton and Batista. Great. Batista had won the 2014 Royal Rumble, locking him into a match with WWE World Heavyweight Champion and my old pal, the Viper himself, Randy Orton. But my match with Triple H came with that added stipulation where the winner would join the match and make it a triple threat. This time, though, I'm going to let you choose who you want to control. Would Randy Orton have walked out of his matchup still on top? Would Batista unleash the animal within for another dominant victory? Or would that kid from Chicago shock the world and win 2 matches at WrestleMania against 3 of WWE's most dominant and imposing figures? I don't know for sure what will happen, but I do know what I'd like to see. Well, what is it that you want to see when CM Punk takes on Randy Orton and Batista in the main event of WrestleMania 30?
The following is a triple threat match and is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
The Apex Predator, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton.
Introducing the champion from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds. He is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Viper, Randy
Orton has been at the absolute top of his game lately, but even that might not be enough in a triple threat match against Batista and CM Punk.
But a wounded CM Punk who has already competed tonight. Still, that's a lot of variables on the grandest stage of them all for a champion trying to keep a hold of his title.
I'm sure Orton has no intention of losing tonight. A menacing look on the face of the Viper, Randy Orton. The winner of the 2014 Royal Rumble, Batista.
And introducing the challenger from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Animal, Batista!
Batista fought hard to earn this opportunity to get his shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
But I'm sure he'd much rather this match have remained one-on-one. The presence of CM Punk is sure to complicate things for the Animal.
In Batista's mind, a worn-down CM Punk might not count as much of a legitimate threat. You can see the savagery bubbling beneath the surface inside Batista. This man is ready to go. Orton is a man Batista knows very well, going back to when they ran together in Evolution. CM Punk, meanwhile, is the X Factor.
You've got to be ready for anything here in WWE, and WrestleMania is no exception.
Way into this main event against Triple H earlier tonight. The Second City Saint, CM Punk.
And introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds.
You have to admire the guts of CM Punk to take on this challenge and keep putting one foot in front of the other, heading towards that ring.
I'm surprised we're not admiring the guts of CM Punk because they are hanging out of his body after that match against Triple H. This has been a long, hard night for CM Punk already.
And it doesn't get any easier with Batista and Randy Orton standing in his way. Beating Triple H was WrestleMania Miracle #1. For CM Punk to take home the title tonight, he'll need a second miracle.
And a little help from the WWE Universe to cheer him on in the meantime. Time to play spoiler, CM Punk.
This isn't what Batista or Orton wanted. They were hoping this title match would be an Evolution reunion. Instead, CM Punk is playing spoiler in this triple threat.
And that's exactly why this WrestleMania crowd is on the edge of their seats. We expect the unexpected, but no one thought CM Punk would make it all the way here tonight.
Now Punk just has to finish the job. But Orton and Batista stand in his way with championship ambitions of their own.
What a power slam!
You know, Batista and Orton were complaining for a couple of weeks that this match was going to be a triple threat, that they were really promised a one-on-one match.
Not only that, Michael Cole, we have been robbed of an Evolution WrestleMania main event.
Oh, brother, what a pity.
Truly, Cole, CM Punk has ruined what could have been 3 titans waging war over the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Oof, causing some serious wear and tear to the leg.
Strong counter from Punk. CM Punk finds himself in a very tough spot here between Randy Orton and Batista. How can Punk keep his title dreams alive in this one?
Caution's the name of the game for Punk. He already wrestled one match tonight, so he's the soft target. He has to duck and dodge and only go on the offensive when it's as safe as possible. He's got one thing on his mind with that chair, and it has nothing to do with lounging.
Swinging that damn steel chair, but not a care in the world. And after what CM Punk had to fight through earlier tonight, he can't possibly be in the best shape for this triple threat. Orton and Batista are fully aware of that fact.
Absolutely, trust me, they
Under the chair.
Oh my word, that was a terrible way to land on that chair. Just the chilling sound of bone meeting steel.
Get this back into the ring now. Kick from behind. Ouch. No. Suicide dive.
Using the ropes to devastating effect.
Like a missile through the air. Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
The animal on the receiving end. Unrelenting triple threat action.
And a big question coming into tonight was, are we going to see the animal of old? Will Batista look like a dominating force?
You don't win the Royal Rumble by accident, Cole. Batista said he came back for one thing, to become champion. He doesn't care what anybody thinks about him. He doesn't want to be cheered. He doesn't care. It's all about the title.
The animal is certainly still in Big Dave, and he's still upset with this not being a one-on-one contest, but he will take every advantage of the triple threat rules.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Looks like Orton's struggling here.
Might be able to stop the Viper once and for all right here.
You cannot look at Randy Orton without saying,
From the top. You gotta be kidding me.
betting it all on a daring leap from the top.
And it paid. Trying armbar. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
And now he gets back into the ring. CM Punk headed to the top.
Incoming!
Crash and burn.
And I think there was a moment of hesitation before the leap, and it made all the difference.
Disastrous turn of events. Could change the whole complexion of this match. He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
Can Batista fight back from this? Does he still have the animal in him?
Averts disaster with an elbow in the midsection.
CM Punk knows what's at stake here more than anything. He said he wants change in WWE, and if the catalyst for that change means going through the COO and then to future Hall of Famers, then so be it. Batista bomb. We might see a new champion crowned.
Oh, God! Did you hear that chair shot?
Any two of these competitors is a recipe for a classic, but all three, this is incredible.
Batista, Orton, and Punk each giving their all in that ring.
Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk.
And he is directed into the corner.
Oh, he had that scouted.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there.
Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here. Headed out to ringside. From the middle rope.
Saw that coming in. Quickly got the knees up.
And enters back into the ring.
Position in the corner.
Backbreaker by Orton.
Oh, God, right to the cranium.
What's it gonna take to end it? It might be this. Nails the GTS. Pivotal moment. We could have a new champ.
Look out! Suicide dive. Unbelievable athleticism. Just going for it all and landing a direct hit.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep. Can we have a new Oh, he is sadistic. That's the only way to explain why he just abandoned that pin attempt.
Man, what timing on that counter.
Boom. This match was always going to be hard fought, but Punk, Batista, and Orton are refusing to give up any ground. Orton. Was that enough? Did the champ put this one away? Simply unreal. Potentially inhuman. Kicking out at one. How on earth?
And this match is still not over. Orton is seething at that kick out. Now he's back into the ring. Orton able to counter.
Uh-oh, Cole, I think we know what the Viper's doing.
Yeah, Randy Orton in position.
He busted open the animal.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Go to sleep.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
I think that's it. That must be it.
He's done it. CM Punk with a major upset here against Orton and Batista.
And the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
The Second City Saint is marching on Bourbon Street.
I'll say, Punk started his night by beating Triple H and has now ended it with a triumphant victory over Randy Orton and Batista. The road to the title does not get much harder than that.